Hi guys, welcome to a new video for my YouTube channel. Today I want to do a video focusing just on the plugins that are included inside Logic. Now, I mean, no third-party plugins will be allowed in this video at all. So, in hopes that I'm hoping this will do is get people to understand how powerful the plugins and synths and instruments that are included in Logic. You know, they really shouldn't be ignored because they're really good instruments, etc. So what I'm going to do is I've got a slight idea of like a kind of track I want to make, but really I haven't prepared for this at all. So I'm just going to crack on with it. If the video ends up being too long, what I might do is cut it up and do put the first part on, and then if people want me to continue, I'll leave the video there on my hard drive. And if people want the second part, you know, you can just leave a comment below and I'll upload the second part. But I think that's a good way to, you know, so I'm not spending too much time on a certain project. You know, if people want the extra parts, I can upload it. If not, then I'll start something new. So anyway, let's crack on. What I'm hoping to do with this track is create a very ambient piano part of a track, and then turn it into a kind of synth that that kind of has a lot of an emotion. That's what I'm trying to capture here, is the emotion, and a piano is a great way of doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the EX24. I'm going to over that because this has a very powerful piano. If you just click up this icon up here to open the library, go to acoustic pianos rather, Steinway Piano 2. So yeah, it's a lovely sounding piano, very clean. What I'm going to do is add a small delay. That's probably too much just in the default settings, so what we're going to do is lower that to about 12 maybe, something like that. Let me try that. Maybe a 10. By the way, I dearly apologise for the sound when I'm playing my MIDI piano. I will try and edit it out in, you know, once I've recorded this video, but the way my microphone is, it's kind of like on the table, like attached to the table, and my keyboard's on the table also, so you might be picking up some of the keyboard presses, but it sounds a bit more authentic, I guess. It adds to the music. You can hear the piano presses. Yeah, so anyway, babbling. We'll add a small reverb. We only need a very slight reverb. Indoor spaces, an empty dining room, sounds perfect. Maybe a bit more actually. No, too much. About there. What about an ambience hall? See, I like that, but I need a bit more depth to it, so not as much. That seems the sweet spot. Right, so now we need to get some notes down to start our track. Now, as I say, I've got a little idea of the breakdown of the piano that I want, and I think it's going to, in my head it sounds really good, and I'm not sure how that's going to portray on here, but all I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this up here, and then I'm just going to record for a bit, just me playing some little things, and then we'll see what we get afterwards. I might have to do a few iterations of me recording some piano, but I hope, you know, it might be enjoyable for you to watch. If not, I'll edit it out or whatever. But yeah, I'm just going to lay some notes down here, so if I do end up cutting it, all I'm doing here is recording and then, you know, playing it back to myself and seeing if I like it. But I'll try and keep it in if it's not going on for too long. So here we go. I'll try not to talk through it, just so you can you know, you can hopefully feel what I'm going through, like changing the tracks, if you know what I mean, because music is a very intimate thing, I think, and me talking is not very intimate, but maybe I'll talk. Meh. didn't sound too bad, but obviously it's not good enough for a track, but that's what I'm kind of wanting. And I really think, as I said before, this turning into a synth with a, you know, a really good pumping synth would sound really good. But I'm challenging myself to only use what's included with Logic. That's the whole purpose of this video. So let's listen back to that. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to quantize that, because I always seem to record, I press keys before I've hit record. So just that. Quantize that. Right, so it sounds okay all the way up to this bit, I think. We could probably do with a note there. Where are we? We're here. And we're going down to there. So, let me think. Yeah, that's quite simple. We can just put our key there. And that should sound pretty cool. What I'm probably going to do as well is see how that sounds. It's probably going to match a little bit better. I don't know if that bit's going to fit, but we'll see. Where's that supposed to be? Is that supposed to be there? I think it is. Nope, just one too early. Maybe that. Right, okay. So we've got something to work with. Right, so we've not got a complete 8-bar loop, which is what I wanted yet. So we need to add another 2 bars to it. So, you know, up to here. I'm not really sure where to go with it though, but we'll see. Yeah, might be able to just copy that across, actually. That might fit. Right, okay, there's a few timing issues there, but I'm going to move forward because I don't want to spend too much time on this bit. We can kind of edit it as we go. What we can do is bring that down a lower. All I've done there is brought it down an octave, as well as keeping the original octave I played. So that should fatten it up a bit. In fact, what I'm going to do is duplicate this piano as a whole and split the two parts. So you've got this little high pitch do up on one, and then the lower parts on here. So for this top part, delete them, and then the lower part, we'll delete that. So then we can automate each part of our piano, the high pitch. So what we can do is, if just for an example, if we whack a filter on here, auto filter, pull that down to, you know, about 7, and change this to latch, and if I play, put some automation on there, and then if 7's probably a bit too low because we want to hear it right from the start, so if I start about there and pop this up, let's listen to that. It's a bit too low still. These are a bit too strong. So what we can do is lower the velocity. Probably down here. Not that low. I heard a little mistake here on this top part. So what, as I said, now we can isolate this part and listen to it properly, and maybe see things we couldn't see before. It's pretty much the same thing over again, so what we'll do is get that bit. So yeah, there's a little mistake there, that's where his mistake is. So if we just take them two, as I say, it's just repeated. Well, we can work on that a little bit. I think, as I say, now it fits, but later on we can add, you know, a sub melody later on in the track to kind of, you know, set it apart, so it's not the same thing over and over again. But that can come much later once we've got a bit of structure to our track. So let's listen to that again. I don't like that gap I've left there, so what we'll do is we'll pop that back in there. That note that we cut off a second ago. There. All I'm doing is setting the velocity the same all the way through, so you can draw a line and that'll keep it. Now in theory you wouldn't want this, because on a real piano, someone playing a piano, and especially, you know, sort of an emotional sound from a piano, you would want varying velocity, because you know, someone who playing the piano trying to portray emotion would, you know, they would press very softly, and as opposed to as opposed to that is very hectic, and although the key presses in between the key presses is very fast, so that also, you know, wipes out the emotion. But also the harder presses, you know, it gives you a very different vibe, like an angry sound or an excited sound, as opposed to a very... Of course, you can only do this on touch sensitive keys. If you haven't got touch sensitive keys, it won't really work as you're playing. But as I say, you can alter that in the velocity. But we can edit this as we go, and as I said, you know, later on in the track, I would go and, you know, vary these a bit to kind of show more or less emotion in different parts of the track. Like there's too much, so I would probably lower that actually. Right, so yep, we've got a you know, a starting point really. I know it took us a while to get here, but as always, you know, you've got to go where the music takes you. So we'll see where we can go from here. What I'm going to do is grab this, and I do this for a lot of my tracks. Even if I'm not going to use it, what I would do is get rid of that because I don't need it for now. What I'm going to do is drag these out and make kind of like chords with it, because not only can you use that for pads, but later on, if you can do it for like a sort of piano break. You know, it sounds okay. Does it ESX? Not really. What have we got? Let's see. A nice pad. No. Crystal Rain, that sounds pretty cool. That sounds nice, I like that. Maybe a bit too loud. What we'll do is I'll duplicate that and save that, mute that one. I do like that sound, but I'm not sure it fits, so we'll keep going. Now that digital errors, that I think would be good for my transition from this slow emotion filled piano to my synth I'm going to be using, which I have yet to find. But yeah, I think that would be good to use. So we'll whack that, and again I will duplicate that, this time using this. And now what we'll do is try and find something that, you know, something that pushes forward. So we'll go for maybe a lead. Now that's catching my ear a bit. Now I like that. Again, I'm just going to put it on the back burner. What I'm going to do is duplicate it and try and find something a bit more transition between the two. You know, the emotion of the piano to the, you know, the harsh synth there, that's kind of distorting. We need a middle ground, I think. So, although I like that, we'll come back to it. I like that. I like that. I'm really starting to think that this is going to be more of a, you know, instead of a 4x4 beat, it's going to be like more like something like that. Come to, in fact, what we'll do is, if I can find out where they are, where are they? Here they are, beats. These are all included in Logic, so sticking with the theme of, you know, trying to stay in Logic without using any third party content. We'll try and stip here. Like that. I'm not sure how it will fit, but we will find out as always. Let's take all these off. Now that we've got that, we're not playing on its own. What we'll do is put that back over here. Where's my automation gone? Read. Did I just delete my automation? I think I did. So we'll set that back to latch. Back down here. Set it back to read, and then we can edit this how we want it. We can fill that gap there with some effects. I think it's a bit early to be using that one yet. What about our digital errors? I think that's the kind of beat we're going to have to go with. Maybe that. See, I could just bring in a Ultra Beat, which is a plugin that's included in the thing. It's like a drum synth, a drum machine. I could bring that and bring my own, but for the sake of time, I'm just trying to use a loop. But it's trying to find the right one, really. Well, that sounds okay. Sorry for not talking too much. I mean, I'm kind of, once I'm in the zone, I'm in the zone. Trying to concentrate on what I'm doing. So yeah, I found a beat together with the top. You know, this here that we already had. It seems to fit well. So we could do with a synth for this part. Don't copy. Retro synth maybe. This is a new synth that was added to Logic Pro X. So you won't find this on Logic Pro 9 if you're on there. But let's see what this has to offer. No. Maybe. I want this a bit more raw, dirty. Maybe just a stereo delay. A bit of reverb maybe. Just fatten it up a little bit. Go with a medium, bright hall. That makes it a bit more of a wider sound. we get rid of some more of this top end here with the EQ, might have a bit of a fat sound going. And boost these bottom ends. We don't need too much of the bottom end, so we could probably get rid of them above 50. Let's see how that sounds. That sounds awful. We've got too much of the bottom end cut. And it's a bit too loud. What I'm going to do is get rid of these parts. Well, just extend them. What we're going to do is add another filter to... we'll get rid of that automation because we don't need it. I'm going to add another filter to this. An auto filter. We want a... to lower the cutoff with that. So we'll start about 10. There we go. Just so we get something on this automation table. Pop that up there. In fact, we'll make that last for 2. What we need as well is a bass, which we will add here. So for the bass, I'm just going to copy these lower notes. It's just the same notes, but a lower octave, an octave between each other. So what we're going to do is delete these top ends, and here we're going to try and find a nice bass stereo. The ES2 usually has some nice bass. There's a breaks bass which I've used quite a lot before. It's nice and thick. So another divine bass I think I've used. I like that because it kind of grows. We'll move that over here. Have we already put a filter on here? We have, but we haven't put any automation yet. So again, this needs to be a bit lower. And what I'm going to do is duplicate this, pop it there, but what we're going to do with this bit is remove the filter, add a bit of sidechain compression. Now, if you watch any of my other videos, you would know I usually use LFO tool for my sidechain compression, but rules are rules, and I will not use that because that is cheating, and we're only using Logic's own plugins, so we're going to use a compressor. Now what we may run into here, because we're using our own compression from Logic, we don't have a standalone kick. You know, it's a pretty defined kick there, but we have these little bits which are going to affect our compression. So what I'm going to do is duplicate this, get rid of that. We just need to get this kick on its own without the... Well, you're not going to hear it, but this is what our sidechain is going to be going from, and we want a very clean compression. So there we go. Now, why is that running off? Oh, I know why. It's because we're running at 128 BPM. What we can do to solve that issue is just do that. Uncompress audio files, convert and compress. And then if we do that, these should line up nicely again. Something still sounds a bit off there. Let's have a look. So this is line. There's that kick there. Something's off in that kick. So let's zoom in. Go to our line, which is there. Right, so it's not stretching properly for some reason. So what we do is delete that and go here. And let me think of where we are. The kick is happening before on that bit, so we need to just stretch out a little bit more. Trim that back. Alright, that's a bit better. I think it's still slightly out, but I don't want to spend too much time on it. You get the picture what I'm doing. Because our overall project is set to 128 BPM, this is not, and it's running. These are all running at different BPMs because they're set. They was recorded in different tempos. So what I would normally do is spend, make sure these are running in line with each other. I mean, that's close enough for the purposes of the video. So all I'm going to do is, again, bump and bump. And we'll probably have to do the same over here. We'll get them and copy them over. So that should be running a bit better now. Yeah, so you can tell with this added kick, it's still, a slightly bit out, but as I say, I don't want to spend too much time on that. It won't affect things too much, but in the grand scheme of things, you would have to fix this by making sure everything, lines up properly. If you're using samples that are set to recorded at a different tempo to what we're actually using. So that's what we wanted. We just wanted to isolate that kick without the middle bit here. And as I said, what we're going to do is use this for our sidechain compression. So we're going to send it to bus 6 because we're using all the other ones for the reverbs we set up and stuff like that. What you want to do is highlight it and set it to pre-fader. I have got a video on this somewhere on my channel for setting up sidechain compression. It's been a while since I've used it actually, this way anyway. Ooh, just make sure that's on read. So that'll send that to this auxiliary 6. We can mute that and mute this. Oh, in fact, we don't need to mute it. We just need to change this to no output. Right. What was we going to? Is it this? Yeah. So we set this to 6. As you can see, we're getting a meter there for our kick. It's going up and down with our kick, which is exactly what we want. So what we're going to do is set up a nice sidechain compression, maybe a ratio of 4, maybe about 4:1. bass that we made. Is this it? No. Is this it? No. Is this it? Where's that bass that we made? I've lost it. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. And now that we've created the sidechain compression already for another instrument, what we can do is, if we bring up our mixer and click here, this is our channel for the bass, and we've set up a sidechain compression here. So what we can do is drag that over while holding the Alt key, put it over the current compressor that's already there, and it will mess up like that for some reason. So we want to delete this one. Why I wanted to happen there was it to overwrite the existing compressor, but it didn't work, so I just deleted the original one, and now we've got the same compression happening for both these. So both these should be using sidechain compression. That doesn't sound too bad. Let's listen to it as a whole. What I'm probably going to do is use this at the start. Oh, balls. Mess out. Yeah, go back. And should we bring this in here or here? Try here. Like I said, we want some effects and stuff added onto here. Yeah, that doesn't sound much on its own, but with a nice big impact hit here, I think it'll really say it off. So this should be now sidechaining. No, it's not because we have that muted, but see, I think this is a really good build-up myself, to be honest. Sounds pretty cool. It's all about emotion, but keeping the dance music kind of vibe going. And we're getting a very weird effect here, and I don't know why, but I like it. It's not. It doesn't seem to be playing all the notes. If we just, I think it's actually the delay that's doing it. We're just hearing more of the delay than the actual notes, because they're getting filtered through. And it's adding a very unique sound, which making music, being unique is what you're aiming for. So this kind of, I love it when these kind of mishaps and accidents happen, because it makes your sound very unique. See, you kind of get a random notes playing and stuff. I like it. See, there I can picture a very good drum fill. We probably could get rid of that. I think I actually have some drum fills somewhere that may be of use to us. Again, I know I said I was using our Logic, but we're just using the synths. I must be able to use my samples because, especially for effects and stuff like that, if I can remember where they are, just give me 2 seconds and I will look for them. Not there. Ultimate drum fills. Here we go. Let's listen to some of these. That might work. Let's listen to that. No, sounds too jazz shoppy. That will fit lovely jubbly, I think, most likely. We could probably put some automation here just to get rid of this. And then I'm going to get an impact rather, not an impact, from a good old Vengeance pack. Let me have a look. I'm on my other screen here, by the way, that's why you can't see what I'm doing. There we go, in there. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? There we go. Nope, there isn't any in there. Maybe in there. Let's listen to these. That might work. Right, I'm getting in the groove. I'm getting in the groove. I can feel it. Can you feel it? I can feel it. Let's do this. What I'm going to do is duplicate this because I want a copy of the original. I've got a really cool thing in my head that I want to do with this piano. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to put it into this project, but we'll see. We're going to pop it up an octave. Get an arpeggiator. Go to complex groove. How's that going to sound? We need to get this sidechain compressed, as most things you do. Where did we have sidechain? We had sidechain there. So again, just hold alt, copy that over. There we go. That is now sidechain compressed. We'll get our kick. Get this. Make sure it sounds okay. Let's see how that sounds. Let's see what other things we have. It still seems a little low. Sorry if I'm deafening you there, but that's the problem with doing these kind of videos, is you kind of do the mixing of the track a bit later on, so levels and stuff is something, this is the point where you have to sort it all out, so I apologise if anything deafens you or blows any speakers. I am not liable. What might sound better is if we use that, what we created earlier. This is why I always like to do that at the very start of the track, because I always tend to use it when I make these chords of like a riff I've made. I always seem to use it later on in the track, so I've just learned to do it. I think we need a bit more delay, maybe. Just to space it out a bit. Get this piano to dance correctly how I'm telling it to dance. Let's see what we can do. What am I trying to get it to do in my head? I just can't get it out. Let's. I'm gonna play the piano while I'm playing this. The rest of our track. Just see if I can get something. It might spark what I'm trying to do. So 2 seconds. That's a bit like what I'm trying to do, so I'll record that. I don't know why I added that little flick on the end. It didn't work. Fail. So what we'll do here is quantize those. I've pretty much copied that. I didn't even mean to, but yeah, okay. Right, guys, I think I'm gonna call that a day for this part of this video for now. I hope you're feeling the groove. I'm feeling it a little bit. It'll be interesting to see where this goes. I can feel definitely some dubsteppy vibes coming in later on. You know, maybe some dirty synths and that. Of course, the challenge being that we cannot use any third-party plugins. And I hope that anybody who's watched this video, like from start to finish, will have learned some techniques or something. But the main thing I want people to bring from this video is that you can make decent music without you know, don't depend on your third-party plugins. As amazing as they are, you also need to appreciate Apple's own plugins, etc. As I say, if you are feeling the groove of this this track that we're making here, leave a comment below. I know I said I'd do one big long video and cut it up, but I think it would be a better idea if people want to comment below with anywhere they would like the track to go, or you know, with any suggestions or anything like that. Then it'd be good, and we can get your feedback into the track and make this track together if people you know, want to watch. So let the challenge commence, see how far we get, and see if we can make a decent track just using Logic Sing. Let me know in the comments below if you found this video helpful at all, or enjoyed watching me my thought process behind my tracks. Give this video a like if you liked it, subscribe if you're not already subscribed here on my channel. I do a variety of videos, you know, tutorials, stuff like this, where I just kind of, you know, splash out onto my keyboard and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, guys. Thank you very, very much for watching. Thank you for the support, the emails, the comments I get. They all keep pushing me to do these kind of videos, and it's great to have a community growing, you know, and let's make some good music together. So I'll see you in the next part, guys, if there's enough people wanting to watch it. And again, thank you very much for watching. Peace!